Hey everybody, and welcome to the 5th day of Christmas. This is always everybody's least favorite part in the song. When we were younger, one of our Christmas gatherings, we used to sing the song and it would go down the row or the circle of people singing, and you would always fear that you were sitting in the 5th spot because then you would have to do we all know it is definitely the worst part to sing if you are in a group setting. Yeah, so today is the 5th day of Christmas, and I figured since in the song they go 5 golden rings that I would make this one a highlighters video. Today I wanted to share with you guys my top 5 highlighters from the drugstore. Unfortunately, none of these are really golden because I actually don't own any gold highlighters, but I thought because, you know, 5 golden rings is really loud and it's very bright, and I would share my highlighters with you. I'm just gonna make this very quick and casual. I actually just filmed day 8. I mentioned this in my day 8 video, but today, in my time, this is actually the first day I started filming for the 12 days of Christmas. So I really hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I know I'm filming these totally not in the order. I hope you liked the previous videos already and that you're having a good Christmas holidays. So let's just jump right into these highlighters. In no particular order, this is the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips. I have this one in the shade Natural Nude, the first highlighter I ever purchased, and it's been in the drugstore for years. Basically, it's a bunch of little bricks. I tend to stay in the 2 lightest rows here. Sometimes I'll take these on my eyes, but for the most part, I don't even really touch the darkest shades in here. I just stick to the lighter shades. I just love the way that this looks on my skin. It is really intense. It's more intense than the highlighter I have on right now, but it doesn't look overdone. It looks intense, but it looks more wet and dewy rather than just metallic. I'm not such a fan of those types of highlighters, so you'll notice in this video a lot of the highlighters that I'm sharing with you are actually very subtle. It's a little bit more pricey at the drugstore, but I think it's definitely worth it, especially if you're into highlighters with a bunch of different shades. I feel like you would really get along with this one. Next up, I have a highlighting palette, and this one is from e.l.f. This is their illuminating palette. I would only recommend this if you're someone who likes very subtle glow from within highlighters. It's nothing metallic. It honestly looks chalky in the swatches. Swatches do not do this product justice. I feel like you have to apply it to your face to really get the effect of these. If you're just gonna swatch it, it's just gonna look chalky and it's not gonna look reflective at all. I promise on your cheeks, this looks so good. e.l.f. is super affordable, so I think this palette is $8 for 4 different shades. If you're into those subtle, glowy, fresh kind of highlighters, I feel like you would like this palette. Sticking on the subtle train, this next one is one of my favorites ever. I love this highlighter so much, and this is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade Be My Highlight, but I'm pretty sure it's the only shade they have out. This is such a stunning highlighter for the winter time because it is subtle, but it has enough glow that it looks wet on your cheeks. It just makes your face look fresh and dewy, even though your skin might be dry or just not feeling its best in the winter. This is just gonna bring so much life back into your skin. None of the highlighters I'm sharing with you today have any glitter in it. They're all very glossy and wet-like or very subtle, and this one, in my opinion, is that perfect hybrid between subtle and glossy. Still gives you that wet-like finish, but it's not overdone. It's a beautiful champagne color. It's my day-to-day highlighter. I reach for this one a ton when I'm just going to work or if I'm just leaving my house to do, I don't know, something. This is the one I'm gonna reach for. It's because it's so perfect for that fresh, dewy vibe that you might be going for. Okay, we are straying into the more intense wet-like highlighters, and this first one is the one that I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I do have a cream underneath, but this is the powder highlighter that I have on top, and as you can tell, it's just got that really intense, wet, glossy look to it. Almost looks like sweat, but in a good way. And this is the e.l.f. Baked Blush in the shade Pinktastic. This is marketed as a blush, but it is most definitely a highlighter. I don't think there's anyone out there who's really light enough to make this work as a blush. This is my second favorite. Actually, no, I think this Nude Essence one and this one are my 2 favorite highlighters from the drugstore. This is the one I reach for whenever I have a special event, party, or a gala or something that I'm going to. No, it just looks so good in that party kind of setting, and and I feel like it's just so reflective and glossy. It doesn't look overdone, and it's like $3 or $4. It's super affordable. It is a small pan, but it did have like a kind of a dome shape to it, so we are getting a little bit more. But yeah, I really like this highlighter. I tossed it on this video so I would be extra glowy. This next highlighter and this last highlighter actually is a little bit of a cheat because it's not a solo highlighter like the ones I was showing you. It is in a palette, but it is so good, and I feel like nobody talks about it. Everyone was so like wowed by the other highlighter that Maybelline came out with. But this is the highlighter from the Master Bronzing Palette. It is such a nice highlighter. There is no glitters, there's no chunkiness to it. It just gives you that super intense, super glossy, wet-like finish. It's definitely my most intense highlighter. It's just a little bit more intense than the e.l.f. one that I showed you. It is so blinding, but in a good way. If I go super light-handed, I can pull it off on an everyday basis because it just has that wet-like finish to it. But then if I want to really pack it on and make it super intense, I can totally do that with this highlighter. I feel like maybe no one talks about it because it's part of the palette, but I actually like this entire palette. I like basically all the shades in here except for that one. Like this one I feel like is a total dud. You know, everybody talks about the Molten Gold highlighter, which I actually don't have. I don't know why I didn't buy it, but I feel like this one might be similar to that one. I wish they would make this in like a single because I would totally get it. I really like it. Hey, and that sums up this video. Those are my top 5 drugstore highlighters at the moment. I hope you guys are enjoying the 12 days of Christmas. I am going to be editing a ton over the next couple weeks, so I hope this is worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!